Good evening, everyone. I'm Craig.
And I'm Mel.
And you're with Lovin, DisWorld. And tonight we are at the Grand Floridian for the reopening of Citricos. And we're really excited because we haven't been to Citricos in a long time.
It's been a couple of years.
Yeah, so not only is it reopening, well, just reopened last night, but it's also reopening with a new theme. That's right, it's going to be themed after Mary Poppins and the City of London. So we're really excited to see what it's like inside, and we're taking you with. See you inside. All right, I was directed over to this little area. So what they have right now is they have Mary Poppins' bag. You can see the umbrella and the penguins. And I'm also told they're going to have her hat as well. Let's have this beautiful area in here. Just gorgeous. And they have the kitchen right there where you can see everything being prepared. The colors just absolutely pop here. Beautiful. So we just got seated here at Citricos, and let me just say, I am beyond impressed. I don't know if you really remember what it looked like prior, but now it has this Mary Poppins theming. And the color scheme, I think, is incredible. It really, really pops. The restaurant itself is beautiful. They have an open kitchen. Both sides they actually have for where the desserts are made and then where the main course is made. And it's just gorgeous. There's a separate room which I was able to get a little tour of for like VIP seating, and it has like a Mary Poppins bag, an umbrella, hats on its way. It's just a beautiful restaurant. Not even to mention this whole one side is lined with windows. So I have these beautiful views of the Grand Floridian grounds. Just amazing. I just hope the food is half as good as what this restaurant looks like. It's phenomenal. Here's the menu at Citricos. Now we just had a chance to speak with the server, and he was informing me that they have a brand new chef. Now while the theming here is more Mary Poppins, a lot of the cooking style is going to be more Florida heritage. A lot of local ingredients. Alright, so we were just brought two types of bread. We have a ciabatta bread and a black olive bread. And then we were brought two things of butter, and this has a citrus sea salt on it, which sea salt butter is just fantastic. So I'm pretty excited to give this a try.
So I am giving the ciabatta bread a try. It was really good. It was crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside, and sometimes with bread that's similar to this, it can be rock hard. I think we had some videos where we had some bread where you couldn't even cut through it.
Yeah.
But this was really good. It kind of reminded me of the bread from the Brown Derby, if you've had their dinner rolls there. But overall, this one is a good option.
Yeah, I agree. I like the ciabatta bread myself. The sea salt butter, fantastic. I did have a chance to try the black olive bread, and interesting. That's the way I would describe it. It's a very interesting flavor. It's still good. I think I would just prefer the ciabatta over the black olive bread.
I also tried the olive bread, and I don't like olives. I always pick them out of any salad that I get or any other food that they're in, but it wasn't bad, you're right. It had like a crispy outside crust, and the rest of the bread was really, really soft. Overall, I only had a little bit of an aftertaste when it came to the olive, so I didn't mind it for not liking olives. It's a good option.
Yeah, not bad. For an appetizer, I got the roasted pork belly with a potato croquette and a tomatilla dressing. Melissa got the strawberry salad.
So I got the strawberry salad, has some crazy lettuce in here, bacon vinaigrette, strawberries of course, and a goat cheese on the bottom of the plate. So I was a little nervous about this one. I had a tough time finding some options for appetizers because it's a little bit crazier than I'm used to eating, and we talked to the waiter and he suggested this one. He said it was a very light, refreshing appetizer, and I thought it a couple of bites already, and it actually is really good. The most difficult part is getting the lettuce onto the fork, which if you've seen our other videos, I typically have that problem anyway. But there's a lot of good flavors. I really like the goat cheese flavor. It's not a strong cheese. Sometimes goat cheese to me can be a little strong, but overall it has a lot of good flavors, and I would recommend this one.
So I wanted to give you an up-close look at the salad. Again, it is chamomile-infused goat cheese, the lettuce of course, bacon vinaigrette, and spiced sunflower seeds. And I'll be honest, I even like the sunflower seeds. Sometimes I don't like the seeds and or nuts that they put in a salad, but this is really good. What I do recommend, since there's so many different flavors, definitely swish everything together and get a bite with everything on it. It's really, really good.
So I got the roasted pork belly with the potato croquette and the tomatillo sauce. The pork belly is very light, very refreshing for a meat, and it just kind of falls apart. It just melts in your mouth. But for me, I'm really surprised. I love the potato croquette. It has such a great sweet taste to it that it pairs perfectly with this tomatillo dressing. This is a phenomenal appetizer, and I'm very glad that I got it. It's a little pricey at $17, but it's just a great tasting appetizer. So for the entree, I got the filet mignon with the potato puree. Melissa got the
Guava barbecue short rib with cheesy grits.
And she got some sauce on the side.
Poblano sauce.
And then Connor got the sirloin.
So I got the guava barbecue short ribs, and I really like the barbecue flavor. Now it does come with a roasted poblano sauce. I'm not a spicy food person. I really thought it was just a poblano on the plate until he told me it was a sauce. So I asked for that on the side, and I'm really glad that I did. Although he said it was a mild sauce, to me it was pretty spicy, and honestly I don't think the dish needs it. I think that the guava barbecue has a really nice flavor to it, and overall I think that's all the sauce that you need. So if you do like spicy food, you may like that sauce, but just be on the lookout for some spiciness. But overall the short rib, again, had some good flavor to it. I did have a little bit more fat on my plate than I would have liked, so I have a couple of chunks that I had to push to the side, but the other pieces were really good. And I did enjoy the cheesy grits. This is the first time I've had grits, actually, and I think it's a white cheddar, if I remember correctly, and that was pretty flavorful. I did like that. I'm glad I got something like that instead of mashed potatoes. So overall, I'm pretty satisfied with the flavors on the dish.
So I got the filet mignon with the potato puree. The steak itself is really, really good, really flavorful. Got a lot of salt and pepper taste on it. The bolognese sauce, which they said was going to be substitute, which they didn't give me the name of what that is, but that has a good flavor to it as well. Overall, it's a great steak. And if you've watched any of our other videos, I usually am not a big fan of the potatoes, but the potato puree was delicious, really, really good. Great deal, great dish, and I couldn't be happier. All right, so one of Connor's sides was actually an ice cream sundae, and look, he's getting ready to dig into it. 2 thumbs up, he loves it. All right, for our dessert, we got the chocolate torte. And the presentation is once again incredible. I love when they take that cocoa powder and make designs on the plate. That's awesome. All right, so we broke open the, call it the napkin design. I think that's what's supposed to be, a napkin with a bar of soap, which this, I think that's what it is, yeah. And the bar of soap is actually mascarpone and whipped cream. And then you have the chocolate torte with a dark chocolate, but inside is like a cherry, almost like a filling And I know Mel doesn't really like fruiting or dessert, so
It's a really tart cherry flavor.
it is. It really offsets the dark chocolate.
Yeah, but if you dig underneath,
Yeah, see if I can get underneath there. I mean, I like the cherry, the dark cherry, so I'm good with it. I'm more concerned about you on this one.
it's a sour flavor.
Yeah, it is. So we just finished our meal at Citricos, and let me say again, I am stuffed.
I'm full too.
I'm really full. You know, I really think Citricos has a winner on their hands there. I will say the only negative we had was the time between appetizer and entree. It took like 45 minutes to get our food, which is fine if you have nowhere to go. It's just a relaxing dinner. But I mean, decor-wise, everything, the food was delicious. They really have a winner. So let's talk more about the food. So for the appetizer, you had the strawberry salad.
Yeah, and it was very surprising. A lot of things that I don't mix normally, and I really enjoyed it.
Right, and I had the potato cake and the roast pork belly, and wow, was that good. I actually really liked that potato croquette. That was fantastic. I mean, just absolutely delicious. Then for an entree, you had
The guava-barbecued short rib.
Yeah, and you like that?
Yeah, I liked that a lot. With the cheesy grits, I thought it had a lot of good flavors on the plate.
Yeah, I had the filet, and the filet was delicious. The potato puree was fantastic. No real complaints there. Matter of fact, it was one of the better fillets that I've had. Just had a lot of really good taste to it. And then for dessert, we had that chocolate torte, which I thought it was good. I know it had that cherry compote in there, which kind of gave it a different taste. And
It
you're
was
not a
sour to
huge
me.
fan of that. I really enjoyed it. You were probably just like, it's okay.
The chocolate portion of it was really good. I mean, it was a good dessert. I just steered clear of the cherries.
Yeah, and I mean, presentation was pretty incredible too. So overall, it's a pricier option because it is a signature dining experience, but it's right here inside the Grand. Once again, beautiful decor. I think it's a place, if you're staying at the Grand, definitely check it out. If you're on one of the monorail resorts, once again, check it out. I think you'll really be impressed. You know, between that and our koozies, they got some great dining here at the Grand. But we hope you enjoyed today's video. We hope you found it informative. Hope you enjoyed seeing the new Citricos, that is. And if you did, you know, make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate that. And as always, be on the lookout for new content, and join us next time when we'll show you why we are
Lovin' DisWorld.
Have a wonderful night, everyone.